Hello my dear friends, I'm gonna show you our local cross-stitch store, our LNS. It is in Zaporizhzhya, south of Ukraine. It's very nice outside, as you can see. We have some trees blooming and it's sunny today. You might will see our store different to yours, but I want to show you everything what I was looking at during all these years. We have some fabric here, and our pictures are usually full stitched, full framed. This is Lanarte kit, roses on black, red roses on black. This is very rare kit now, out of print, and lots of people like it so much. Another kit here, I don't know name of this kit. This one is DMC. It's very interesting, I've never seen DMC. Another Lanarte kit, also out of print, but remind me somehow dimensions. The store is quite large, and they have some stuff for knitting. And here is Rioli's kit, stitched and framed. Irises. I thought first they are small, but they're really big. If you can see right here, there is a chair, and this is how big this picture is. Some people come here to buy some threads for knitting, but I was coming here for cross stitch only. And here are other stuff you can buy. And this is Lanarte. I've stitched exactly the same pictures, both of them. I just framed them slightly different, or maybe similar. Rose and iris again. It was really pleasant stitch, as I remember, and I've done them both one after another. It's I don't think it's hand dyed, it's a printed fabric. Also there is a signature right here. I stitched that signature, but the owner of the store decided not to stitch. This cross-stitch store is open for the past 15 years. This year they will celebrate their anniversary, and exactly same time I'm stitching. Yeah, I started stitching 15 years ago, but I found that store later. So here is another Rioli's kit, stitch. Not sure about English name, but this is Malvy in Russian. Can't remember name now. Another Rioli's kit. This is a rooster, and we call it our rooster because all these flowers you can find here in our countries. Love his feathers. It's quite interesting. Stitched on either or 16 or 14s, I don't know. And this is another kit. Was very hard to stitch. The owner of the store said that only in one berry there are like 17 different kinds of DMC threads. There are some icons here. They're stitched with beads. There's some smaller stuff on top. The deer, and what is next to another animal. Looks like deer, just different horns. So there are lots of kits, as you can see, and you can choose anything you want to. There are some out of prints here, and sometimes I find them. Oh my god, I did not see that one from Lanarte. Oh no, this is Vervaco. I was thinking about this one. So this is Russian kit called Nitex. It was really hard to find here in Ukraine because, you know, we have some problems to get some Russian stuff to Ukraine. And on top of it, Lucas, I have this kit called Magnolia. But look at this Nitex. It's really, really nice. And she changed the count. It was on 14th. I think she stitched on 16th or 18th. But looks very, very beautiful. It's great for the living room or office where people waiting. I think, I don't know, it's my opinion. This is what I imagined first when I look at this picture. Other pictures also stitched by Luca S. kit. And they're very, very well done. I like the quality of it. These roses, they're stitched on, if I'm not mistaken, on 25th count, 1/1. They're really beautiful. I like them. There are lots of Lucas flowers where you can choose from. And another Lucas. Really fun. Excellent for the kitchen. We have some beads. I think it's Preciosa. Yeah, made in Czech Republic. There is a kit from Dimensions. I mean, picture stitched by Dimensions kit. Beautiful. Wanted to stitch long time ago. It's a very old design. This is Janlin. I did not know this is Janlin, but I just found out. This is from Janlin. This is Russian kit Panna. Marilyn Monroe. Sarah Moon. I stitched that fish, if you remember, I was showing you recently. And there are other Lanarte kits. The owner of the store, she loves Lanarte, and I do too, because when I was coming here many times, whatever I've seen she stitched, I was buying to myself. And back in days I was buying kit when I finish one. I never had any stash or something till I came to United States, probably. No, before, just a year before. So there are some boxes I was buying here as well. Some ribbons. This store, not just for the cross stitch, but for the embroidery in general. And you might well see roses. This is wall of roses. And here in the center there is a Renoir, roses by Renoir painting. They're very beautiful. On top you can see is picture by, again, Luca S. In the center. On the left side, in a circle, old Lanarte, really, really old one. And behind that picture, on the bottom, there is another Luca S. kit. This is also Riolis one on the door. Another Riolis. This is Zolotoye Runo kit, Provence. Beautiful, looks like watercolors. And I wanted to stitch it a long time ago. After I stitched this one, I gave to my parents-in-law white roses on marble. Beautiful. I remember I was stitching it 1/2, and that's why you see the effect of watercolors. Another Rivoli kit I stitch as well by Monet Painting, and on top of it there are some Hitchcocks with a mushroom. And in the center you can see pictures by Goblin Set. First when I saw them I was in love with them, and I wanted to stitch them as well, but we could not find the kit because this is Romanian kits, Goblin Set. They use 20-25 colors only, but they looks like they use 100 or 80 at least colors. They're all stitch or 2/1 or 1/1. And this one is Spoiled Child. That's why I stitch my Spoiled Child, because I could not find the kit. It was difficult to find kit back in days, and Zolotoye Runo just made the same design, and I've got my Zolotoye Runo. But this one is really tiny stitches, as you can see. Again, because they're using only 20-25 colors, I think the Zolotoye Runo looks a bit better because they use more colors, but also they are much larger because they stitch the kit is stitched on 18th count Aida. And this is ST Russian design kit. They're similar to Golden Kite or Hyatt. It was really hard to stitch. She was stitching it for 9 months, and she did not have any other work with it, because once you're used to these colors, and also these colors are not that bright, it's hard to come back. So she decided to stitch it without breaks, without having something else. But I probably will have something small, because I like some small designs. As you can see here, most of her pictures are really big ones. Here we have palettes of DMC, Anchor and Madeira, and on top of it very nice design by Luca S. But this is old kit, out of print now. It's really pretty one. I'll come closer and you will see how tiny these stitches are. Also the light is a bit different because we use here artificial light. Another picture and icons by Thea Gouverneur. One I stitched already, and another one I'm busy with. And there are other pictures as well. And pillows by Panna. You can see the shape of them. And I don't know, count probably 11. Yeah, they're bigger than 14s. They're fun. And all these kits you can purchase here. I think that's it. I hope you enjoy our store, and something you would like to stitch, let me know. Here in the corner you can see this Romanian kits by Goblin Set. Here is Zolotoye Runo, dimensions on the top, and all this Luca S kits. Нормально так. Нормально. нормально. Не, хорошо все видно, да. Just wanted to show you all this. This is marble roses, and the other one Provence right here. Dimensions, the Gouverneur. All these roses. One day I'll stitch all this. Yeah, the one she stitches right here. Very pretty one, by the way. It's the Gouverneur icons. Again, Lanarte, and I think that's it. But let me show you quickly here. This museum collection by Zolotoye Runo. And regular collection as well. I did not see this one with the church. I like this one. This is by a famous painter. I think Russian famous painter, but something I like about this picture. This is the girl with the peaches. This is the Paris, also very big one. Here is London. Another famous picture, and this is cross-stitch kit by that picture. Hunters at the Rest. The Hunters at the Rest by Petrov, or Perov, sorry. Another Perov painting, cross-stitch by him. Fishman. And here are some icons. Okay. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. Okay, second part of my video, I want to show you all these pictures were in the main room, but now they're here because they're out of print, and sometimes people asking for these kits and they can't sell them. That's why they place them here. So on the left corner you can see Lanarte, and I love these flowers, and I hope I will stitch them one day. Down here another Lanarte. I'll show you closer. They're stitched on Ukrainian Aida, because at the time the owner of the store did not know how to stitch on linen, so she changed the fabric in that kit. Now she's professional, but I love this. Love this kit and this picture. If you can see from far, it's completely different story. I think no, it's not printed linen, but looks like it is because of the background. It's slightly green on the camera, but it's more beige color in life. Sometimes you can find them on eBay, and I think there still is on eBay. You can purchase them, but I'm not sure about price. Also have the same frame on my other Lanarte kits. I use this frame as well. I just realized it now. Next pictures are from RTO, this Russian company. I don't know the name of the kits, but they're also pretty. Another picture from Lanarte. Over here I stitch as well. I will show you later in my video. I frame it a little bit different than this one and allow this romantic series from Lanarte. I would love to stitch all of them because they're just something what I like. They're more, again, watercolor. And this is Venetian Mask by Lanarte. And yesterday I uploaded a video in Russian floss tube. I could not upload this video because I forgot to film here in this room. That's why I come back here again. And I was looking at this kit and I think it will be a great addition to my Lanarte African Woman because they're stitched on similar printed linen, and also they're same size, and I think they're from same series. They will look together, they will look good together. But something, I don't know, I can't say I don't like, but I'm doubting myself, her eyes. And I was thinking to buy or not to buy, to buy or not to buy. To be honest, I look at this picture for many years and I thought I will buy. I even made a I even asked for a discount, and the owner of that kit, she gave me a discount on eBay, but I was still thinking. So after the video, someone purchased that one. But it's okay, I might well buy it another time. This is the Latoya Renault, very old kit, also out of print. Sarah Moon, Lanarte. You can purchase a chart from Stony Creek for Lanarte, and sometimes you can find a kit. Very big picture. Every time I come to the store, it's busy. And this is my favorite picture by the Latoya Renault. Same company as created that picture with eyes, with Arabic eyes. And this Tsar's hunting. As you can see, she stitched here on 16 Aida, but I will be stitching it on linen. 32nd count linen, antique white color. And look at this dog. I just can't stop staring at this picture because I'm not a dog person. I do love, again, I do love all the animals, but I don't stitch animals that often. I'm now stitching horses, and I want to stitch flowers all the time, or portrait of women. But anyway, I love these colors. Look at these purple colors and blue. They're just great. It's one of my favorite pictures. I used to come to this store many times. She always was in the main room. And because she is quite big, if you compare to others, so you cannot notice that picture, but I always avoid her. Once I came to the store and they moved her here, and when I saw her, I was like, wow, I want to find that kit, but someone told me this is so old kit and impossible to find it. And I was looking for it many times. But now I've got a kit, old kit, was used, but I have all the leftovers and everything I need for that kit. On top of it, not sure if it's Lanarte or Janlin. I'm not sure. I will not tell you what this kit is, but she looks good. I like the head. On another wall, two pictures I've stitched already. This one at my mother's place and another one as well at my mother's place. Just frame them just a little bit different. This picture is by Borovikov, famous Russian painter. And this is portrait of Lapochina. And this is Lanarte kit. It's called not Arabic woman, but something similar. And down here, another pretty kit. It's I think it's from Garden series, from Lanarte. And such a pretty picture. Just, you know, sometimes these pictures you don't really notice, but when you place them somewhere in your living room or your bedroom, they just will make your room comfortable and cozy. More cozy. And another Lanarte, not sure about name, also stitched on Aida. As I can see, it's old Aida. She probably replaced her as well because she was scared of linen, as we all do at the beginning of our stitching career. But my advice to you, don't fear that. I stitched the first time on my second year of stitching, I think, and nothing difficult. First 100 stitches you will be getting used to that, and then you will enjoy it, because your stitches on linen are much better quality. Let me show you this room once again. And this is just a corner with a table and chairs, and I imagine sitting here having tea, surrounded by all this beauty. Oh, I forgot to show you this bottom one, the RTO kit with a bird. Beautiful. Look at this, all beautiful pictures. I don't know how many of them in a store, but there are lots of them. I'm happy I stitched some of them. And here another corner, and this kit by another Russian designer company. It's called Unknown Woman. I've read a story about this picture, and I think she is handed in Tretьяков Gallery. And she is, nobody knows her name. I read that story, that people guessing what is her name, but they all say she's from rich family because of her clothes. And there are many designer company who made this kit, and I have this kit by the Zolotoye Runo. I think better one by Riolis, because you can see details better, but her mouth and eyes stitched 1/1, I think. You don't stitch her background, but the rest is stitched. And the owner of the store, she told me she was not happy with the quality of threads. They said it was DMC, and as you can see, it's probably 28 count, and you can see through you can see fabric through stitches, and she was not really satisfied by that kit, but it's still nice, especially if you see from far. She's beautiful. And this is Custom Crafts. Beautiful picture. I did stitch Custom Crafts as well, but I stitched horses. And look at this cat with the green eyes. Oh, I love this cat. I used to have one cat, and it was the same breed but with the blue eyes. Her name was Simona. I want to have this cat again. Might will buy for Daniel. This is coffee. It's perfect for kitchen. Another big design, stitched with beads and printed canvas. And now I'm showing you another Lanarte kit. I've seen on internet there are 4 pieces, but I think the owner of the store, she stitched 4 of them together, and it's really, really beautiful this way. I personally prefer all 4 flowers together, but you can purchase them separately. Some flowers is really hard to find. This one, I think it's still on eBay. Sometimes you can find this one, but not sure about two last ones. And the last kit, it's RTO, Russian kit. Table with a fan and some vase with flowers. Very, very pretty one.